We're on section 2-2, problem number 3. Okay, if you would close your lid there, Alana, please. Okay, and we're going to start out with, we're going to alter, again, this one right here, we're going to do it a little bit different than what they're telling you to do. These first few questions, they simply ask you, how do you solve it? Okay, how do you solve it? We're not just going to answer how you solve it, we're going to solve it, okay? Yeah. So it says k plus 11 is less than, we're solving inequalities. It's less than negative 3? Negative 3. Less than negative 3. They're asking you, the question they're asking is, how would you solve this inequality, okay? What number would you, and it says, what number would you add or subtract to each side?
11.
What, add or subtract 11?
Subtract.
So, on the computer, you're going to click on subtract 11, and you're going to be done. You know what we're going to do? We're going to actually do that, okay? Subtract 11, those cancel. Okay, is less than negative 3 minus 11 more is negative 14. Okay, so any question on that one? So again, they just want to know how do you solve it. We're actually going to solve it too.
So even though it has an inequality sign, you just go out there and basically solve the problem.
Yeah, it's nothing different than if it was an equation. Other than there's one other rule that we need to learn about here. Not today, but in the next section. Okay, how about this one? Negative 1 is bigger than or equal to b minus 9. Now, how is this one a little bit different than question number 3?
Backwards.
What's that? It's backwards. You got the variable on the other side, but you still solve it the same way. You still want to get b by itself. So how are we going to get b by itself? Add 9. So you will click on add 9. We're actually going to do that. Add 9, a negative 1 and a positive 9 is a positive 8. And these cancel. Now, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that answer. Nothing's wrong with that answer, okay? But I generally like to have the variable on which side? The left. So what's another way of saying is 8 is bigger than b. B must be what? Less than or equal to 8. Now, which is right? They both are. You don't need to put both of them, but when you graph them, it's a lot easier if you have a variable on the left-hand side. Question?
If you have a similar one on the test like this, do you want us to solve it or just?
I'm not going to ask you how to do it. I'm going to say solve it. Okay? I think it's kind of a dumb question. Not your question. Well, no. The question on there is like they're asking how to solve. Just solve the thing. I don't know why they do that. Just to solve the thing. And there's only a couple of questions like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 7. Now they said actually solve this thing. So we have, what do we have here? X minus 4 is less than negative 5. X minus 4 is less than or equal to negative 5. No, just less than, I'm sorry. Okay, so we're going to solve this one by getting rid of a negative 4 by adding 4. So we plus 4, these cancel. X is less than a negative 5 and a positive 4 is a negative 1. Now, we're not done. They ask you to solve it, and they also ask you to graph it, okay? Does it matter which we do first, solve it or graph it? Does it matter which we do first? Yeah. Yes, it does. You need to solve it before you can graph it, okay? Because when you look at this, am I going to put 4 or negative 5 on the number line? Guess what? Neither one. You know what I'm going to put on the number line? Negative 1. What kind of a dot? Do I like it written like this with X first or not?
It's close.
Yes. Now, do we have an open dot or a closed dot?
Close.
Open.
Wait, what?
If you have a line under it, you close it up. If you don't have a line, it's open.
I was thinking of it backwards.
Yep. One way is right, one way is wrong, though. So, and which way we shade?
That way,
to the left. Think of it as pointing to the left. It's everything less than negative 1. But the reason why we don't close it up, if you close it up, you're including it.
It's not
Is negative 1 less than negative 1?
Yeah.
No, it's
Wait,
equal.
It's not equal to.
If there was an equal sign, then you can close it up. So you need to solve it and graph it. Solve, then graph. Number 9. Okay, 6 is bigger than or equal to m, is it minus 1? Minus 1. How do we solve this in 2 words? Add 1. Okay, let's elaborate. Where? To both sides. Okay, both sides. Add 1 here, add 1 here. Could I subtract 6 to each side? Could I?
Yeah, it makes it.
Right. Should we? No. We want to get m by itself. We don't care about that 6. We care about the m being by itself. 6 plus 1 is 7. These cancel. That is not wrong, okay? But I will tell you this, hang on a second. No, there's nothing wrong with that answer, but I don't like that answer, okay? I wouldn't mark you wrong if you left it like
It's not
that.
on the left side.
I like to have the variable on the left. So put m, if 7's bigger than m,
It has to be less than.
m is less than or equal to 7. There's always two ways you could write any inequality. If a is bigger than b, b must be what? Smaller than, no. If a is bigger than b, b's got to be smaller than a, okay? So we have 7 on the number line. What kind of a dot? Open dot or a closed dot? Why?
Because it says equal to.
There's a line there, at equal to, and shade which way?
Right.
To the
Wait,
left.
left.
Yep. All right, next one. Number 11. Okay, so we have r plus 4 is less than 5. R plus 4 is less than 5. Okay, so to solve this, we got to get r by itself.
-4.
Just minus off 4 from each side. These cancel. R is less than 5 minus 4, which is 1. We like the way that's written or not?
Yes.
Yes, we do. We like r on the left. Okay, or whatever variable. And then on the number line, we have 1, open or closed? Open, there's no line there. And shade to the left, to the left, to the left. Hopefully it feels like we're doing the same problem over and over, because we basically
It
are.
is.
9 plus w is something. It's bigger than 7. Okay, we got to get rid of what, the 7 or the 9? Why don't we get rid of the 7?
It makes a difference.
Yeah, but I mean, why do we want to
get
get?
W by.
Yeah, we don't need to get rid of 7.
Yeah.
7's on the other side. It's like if I want to talk to you alone, should I clear out Mr. Dr. Sims' room? No, I should clear out
This.
you guys, except for the person I want to talk to. Okay? I mean, could I clear out his room?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not going to help me talk to you by yourself. Okay, so let's get rid of 9 by subtracting 9. Be careful here. These cancel. Some students go, oh, 7 minus 9 is 2. No, it's not. It's negative 2. Okay. We put negative 2 on the number line. Open dot and shade to the right. Also, when you guys are doing these, I think I showed you the other day, they put them right on the line. There's nothing wrong with that. Do you understand why I'm putting them above the line? It has nothing to do with math. So you can see it better. Yeah, it's hard to see it when it's written on the line. Okay, so I do them above it. I don't care which way you do it, as long as I can tell. Okay, this one's a little tricky. It says h minus negative 2 is something bigger than or equal to 10. Okay, I've never said this to you guys, okay, but hopefully it'll eventually get to be like a just a reflex action here. It says h minus minus 2. Minus minus is the same as plus plus. Have you guys ever, Mrs. Thomas, ever say that? Minus minus plus plus?
No.
Think about it this way. If you have negative 2, but another negative, a negative negative 2 means the opposite. They cancel. So minus minus 2 is
Positive.
positive 2. Minus minus is plus plus. It's the same as plus plus. Okay? Minus minus, plus plus. Okay. Now I want to make sure, when I say two negatives in a row, like negative negative 4, I'm not saying negative 3, negative 4. Are those two negatives in a row?
Yeah.
No, what's in between them? There's a 3. There's a 3 inside. Is there anything between these negatives?
No.
No, so negative, negative, I mean immediately after each other, they cancel out and make a plus plus. Okay? So, we get rid of the plus 2 by subtracting 2. These cancel, we're left with h. It's bigger than or equal to 10 minus 2, which is 8. Do we like the way that's written? Some of you guys, you like using x's better than h's?
Same. Next meeting.
Okay, but on the computer, if you typed in x is
I'll be
bigger than,
wrong.
it's
You
going to
put
say it's
it in
wrong.
under
If you
six.
want to use x's, I don't care. But when you're typing it on the computer, use the variable, and is capital H okay? No, it's going to mark you wrong on that too. It's a lower, use the letter in the uppercase or lowercase, whatever it is. Otherwise, it's going to mark you wrong. On a test, I don't care. Okay, on a written test. I don't want you getting it wrong just because the computer doesn't like that letter. What kind of a dotted 8? Open or closed? Closed, why? There's a line there. And shade to the right. Everything bigger than 8, or including 8. Just a few more. 17. We going too fast, too slow, just right? J, says the guy that's already done. J plus 9 minus 3. This one's a little different. It's less than 8, I think it is. 9 minus 3 is less than 8. Okay, something like this. You try to simplify either side first if possible.
Minus
We could put together what on which side?
3.
9 and 3? I'm being picky here. 9 and negative 3. What's a positive 9 and a negative 3?
6.
So J, did you say negative 6? So put positive 6. 6 is positive 6. Now it's the same problem we've been doing. Subtract 6 to each side.
Minus.
J is, let's turn it off, please. J is less than 8 minus 6, which is 2. We like the way that's written?
Yep.
Yep.
J's on the left, we like that. Put 2, open dot, because there's no equal sign there, and shade to the left. Same with number 19. Always ask yourself if you could simplify one side or the other first. 10 is bigger than or equal to?
I don't think you gotta keep on going. This is honestly just.
We're almost there. 3p minus 2p minus 7. 3p minus 2p minus 7. Okay, can I clean up either side here?
Yep.
Sure, what could I do?
3p
3p and
and negative 2p.
negative 2p. And what's that?
2p, 1p.
And you can put 1p, or even simpler than 1p is p. Just put p. Let me take away 7. We put together 3p and negative 2p. That's 1p, or just p.
That's 9
That's
squared
7.
to each side.
So we have 10 plus 7 is 17. Is bigger than or equal to p. You like the way that's written?
No.
Instead of saying 17 is bigger than p, p is smaller than 17 or equal to.
And that is like,
Close dot and shade to the left.
hey,
You get your left and right mixed up again?
no,
Sure?
yeah.
I don't know. Tell you what.
Mixed up.
How's that for an hour? That help you out?
Oh my gosh.
I'll put them on your shoes later, okay? So you don't screw that up either.
No, I think I got mine wrong right now, so.
Well, no, because you had your left and right mixed up.
Okay.
So that's my point. Okay, 21. All right, so now they want you to write it as an inequality, okay? Number 21 says a number n plus 8. And again, a number n. So what am I going to write down? N. N is n's a letter. N is a number. It's a letter that stands for a number that we don't know. I have some money in my wallet. How much money do I have?
Only you know.
You don't know. So, and even I don't know. So I'll say I have X dollars. I don't know. Okay? Or in this case, we'll say N dollars. And they want N because they said N. Plus 8, a number N, plus 8. So we put plus 8 is greater than 11. Is greater than 11. We're just transforming it into a mathematical sense. They give us the inequality, then they want us to solve the inequality. Now be careful here. Be careful, all right? We're going to subtract 8. We're going to subtract 8. These cancel. 11 minus 8 is 3. Some students say the answer is 3. No, it's not. It is not 3. What's wrong with that? It's not 3. 11 minus 8 is 3. Why is the answer not 3, though?
It's negative 3.
It's not negative 3.
It's not negative because it's not positive.
Never mind. I was looking at that wrong.
What did I leave out?
N equals.
There's no equal sign there.
Negative.
And is-
N is bigger than 3.
Now, if it was an equation, if you left off n equals 3, I'd give you that. But the answer isn't n equals 3. It's n is...
Greater
Bigger
than.
than.
And Because how many numbers are bigger than 3?
A lot.
Like 20 or 30 or 40?
No,
There's
more
an
than
All
that.
infinite
the
numbers.
rest.
An infinite number of numbers is bigger than, now does that mean every number is bigger than 3? No, like 1's not, okay? But n is bigger than 3 is an infinite number of numbers. If you just put 3, how many numbers is that?
3.
No, how many numbers is 3? How many numbers is 3?
1.
1, the number 3. That's only one answer. There's supposed to be an infinite number of answers. Not only that, is 3 a right answer?
Yeah. No, it's not.
It's got to be bigger than 3. Why is 3 a correct answer then? Because 3
Because there's no equal sign.
3 is not bigger than 3. It's going to be n is bigger than 3. You don't need to graph that.
No, come
You should know how to graph it, but you don't need to. 23, last one. Okay, so again, they want you to write it as an inequality and then solve it. It says the difference of a number n and 9. What does difference mean? Subtract. So it's the difference of a number n and 9. So n minus 9 is what? Is fewer than.
So
Less than 4? Less than 4. And then how do we solve that? Add 9.
Yeah,
So is the answer 13? No. N is less than 13 is your answer. So here's the inequality. That's the solution. Don't just type in 13. It's wrong. Okay, rest of the time's yours to work on these.
That's
Final